All right, COLAB 4 walkthrough. Here I'm going to help you walk through COLAB 4 if you're doing it on your own. I provided the link. This link is in on the online agenda. So my online agenda has this link, but since we have to have another link we have to use, I went ahead and put it in Google Classroom for you. So you're going to click on that link. It's going to open up COLAB 4, and we are back to Runtime Run All. Now, during COLAB 3, I said it was so important to fill out this Google form with your rating string from COLAB 3. Okay, not from 1, from 3. So there was a new rating string that we made in the last activity, and it had to go into Google Form. And here's why. I put all of them into one file. So here are the names, and here are your rating strings. Mine is on the very bottom. I went ahead and included mine so I can demo. But you do need this link. So I'm going to runtime run all. What's your name? And I'm going to type it exactly how I typed it when I provided it for my rating string, which you should be typing your name the same way every single time. Don't add any other spaces. Make sure the capitalization is consistent. So if you've been doing all lowercase, continue to do all lowercase. I wrote it like this. Oh, oops, I almost added a bracket. Enter. And it's going to ask me for my Google Drive link to the CSV of my data. Here we go. Back in Google Classroom, that's where we get this one right here. Hey, if let's say you don't make it in time into this Google Drive CSV file, one will be provided in a few days. In this case, this upcoming Thursday morning by 8 a.m., you must fill out this Google form to get on this, okay? So if you don't put in the rating string into this Google form, you won't make it into the update late makeup CSV. So for now, we're going to just assume everyone's on time. I'm going to copy this and paste it into, should end with sharing, paste it into COLAB 4. Enter. And what it's going to do, it's going to tell me what songs were in my training set, which songs they added into my testing set in GoFormative. You have to check off which songs were in your training set, and you have to check off which songs were in your testing set. So that's, I believe, numbers 1 and 2. Don't hold me on that, though. Those are the first questions. And then, because we ran all, we don't have to worry about the play. And then you should get this with everyone's names and different values. What should have also happened was a CSV file got downloaded. I'll get to that in just a moment. But these songs right here in this Predict On test set, these are the 10 songs that they use as my testing set. It predicted this for me, and then I rated it actually as a 7. There will be a series of questions, or no, you do have to just provide the snip of this, depending on which GoFormative you're looking at. If you're looking at one version of the GoFormative, you do have to provide which song test song number 1 is, the prediction, the actual, no, song number 2, prediction, actual. But if you're looking at a shorter version of the GoFormative, all you have to do is provide this snip, make sure it's a nice complete snip, and you should be okay. All right, so that's the end of the COLAB. Let's go into that file that downloaded. It was like super sneaky, but it downloaded when I put in the CSV link. And you should see something like this, a bunch of names in the order I had it originally, and the same names as columns, as rows, and as columns. So here's what you're going to want to do. Find your own name. Here's my name. I'm just going to bold it so you guys can see. Actually, let's make it red so you guys can see. And here's my name again. So what I'm going to ask you to do is delete your own row. And here's how you do it. If you hover next to the number next to your name and right click or double down click, I can delete that row and it gets rid of it. What I now want to do is do the opposite for the columns. I want to delete everyone else's except mine. So I'm going to highlight everyone else's. Let's say your name is Jacob. You're going to highlight everyone except for Jacob, delete these, and delete these. But in this case, my name's not Jacob. That's my name, Hannah Lee. So I'm going to highlight all of those, right-click, delete those columns, and I'm left with like that. And here's what I'm going to do. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. I'm going to find the person with the highest number. Let's see. Oh, boy. I think 0.72 is my highest. So that's interesting. Did we all rate it similarly? I don't see. Okay, this might not be the case for you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna pick someone randomly. Let's pick Alfonso. Let's say Alfonso's number was 8484848484. So I notice, oh hey, Alfonso is the highest. And then, I'm not sure why that name is a 0, but so let's say it's a 0.12121212, right? And Muhammad is the lowest for me. So I'm going to highlight the highest one in green and the lowest one in red. There might be a higher or lowest one, but I'm just not seeing it right now, and I'm just demoing it. And I'm going to highlight mine name in yellow so I can spot that you've done it correctly. Provide the snip into GoFormative, but you're going to need this information for your poster because it's going to ask you, hey, which classmate had the most similar taste in music to you? And mine is Alfonso. And it's going to ask who had the least similar, and mine is Mohammed, right? So I made those up because there was way too many. It's okay if you have two or three maybe numbers that tied. That's fine. But for the most part, you should have few. You shouldn't have as many as me. I mean, if you do have as many as me, go ahead. Just highlight all of them. Highlight all of the ones that are the highest. Highlight all of the ones that are tied for the lowest. That's okay. Data is data, right? But in this case, I just wanted to demo it, how it should look if everything ran perfectly in a perfect world, but it's not a perfect world, so it's okay. But there we go. Yeah, so if it wasn't for Mohammed's lowest number that I made up, it would be Alex's would be my lowest, but that's all you're going to do, provide a snip for that, and you're done with COLAB 4, and we have all the information we need to start putting together our posters. But make sure to do COLAB 4's GoFormative assignment to record all of your data and evidence. And that's it.